Hey everybody, welcome to etrailer.com. I'm Bobby, and today we're taking a look at the etrailer J-Style Kayak Carrier on our 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Now this can be a great way of getting our single kayaks up onto our roof system and onto the road with us so we can get to where we're gonna go. And as you can see, we are getting a lot of the bells and whistles that you might see some of those more premium kayak carriers. However, we're not having to break the bank to do so. So a couple great things about this guy is the included strap kit. Now, as you can see on here, it is a pretty stylish looking one to boot. However, it's got a couple advantages over a lot of the strap kits you might see out there. Starting with, you can see this cam buckle cover right here. I really like this. It's going to prevent damage to your kayak. As you can see, this is a metal cam buckle, so we don't want that rubbing against our kayak, especially as we go down the road. However, it's also going to be doing a good job. Maybe our strap comes undone after we're having a long day at the lake or our river. We definitely don't want that falling, damaging our roof. So just a little bit of padded protection can go a long way, and we actually really recommend this on a lot of the different carriers that we offer as well. So you know it's going to hold up pretty well for you. And with that as well, it does come with an anchor and bow stern. We'll go ahead and show you how that's strapped up in here a little bit, but we are getting a lot of use out of this kit. So it's definitely gonna be doing a good job of making sure this is nice and secure. And I actually like these little elastic strips here. A lot of times there's not a lot of good places to store that extra strap. So it's nice that we can go ahead, fold those down. They kind of just work like a little ponytail holder, if you will. So doing a good job making sure that's not bouncing around. Just to give you guys an idea of what the install and kind of take down look like. As you can see here, we do have our straps running across. So we want to go ahead and start by just pressing the lever here in this cam buckle. You can see that's going to already release a lot of that tension. We can go ahead, run this guy through. Now when you run these straps, we definitely recommend going underneath your roof rack itself, as well as the J-Style carrier in the back. This just gives us a good contact point to the bottom of our rail. And we'll go ahead and just kind of pull this guy to the top real quick here. We'll go ahead and take a look at how that's actually put on there. As you can see, you can kind of pull that. Again, that cam buckle going to be doing a good job of preventing any damage. And once that strap's done, let's go ahead and move our way to our bow here. As you can see, we'll just pop this hood really quickly. That's actually going to expose how we actually have this set in here. Now, with this kit, we do have this nice padded anchor, commonly referred to as a dog bone. What this is great about, I can just toss this guy in here, and as I shut this door, it's just going to go ahead and create a tension point just by innately being up against our roof here. So we can go ahead and get that nice and tight with our cam buckle. That just makes this whole system that much easier. A lot of times you see those S-style metal hooks, and then all of a sudden I'm fighting for a little frame contact, and I'm reaching across the underside of my car, trying to find a hooking point. So this makes it really, really simple to just go ahead, toss this underneath our hood, close it. Hopefully you can find a little framing point to actually put it onto. But however, it is going to be doing a good job just with that hood, holding down on it, getting us a nice little tension and contact point. Again, cam buckle, same thing up here. Just allows us to pull this in and ratchet down nicely. Now that we have all our straps undone, I really still like using this kayak carrier itself to help us get this load off. So all we want to do, kind of push this up as we go, kind of rotating it. And as you can see, this is going to be doing a good job of getting most of that weight right here on this end and this end. And that allows us to get this kind of rotated towards us, get underneath that weight, and just walk it off. So great little feature that we can actually get that weight underneath us. Definitely nothing too crazy of a height to actually overcome here, so I don't think we're gonna have too much issue of getting those kayaks up there. You can even rest it right here on this contact. It is aluminum, it'll hold up pretty well as we slide it over there. Just keep in mind, you will start seeing a little scrapes and dings as we start going. But hopping up and taking a look at the cradles themselves, let's go ahead and get a quick little dimension here. So from the top of our roof rack to the top of our bar is about 16.5 inches and fully extended. And from the roof of our vehicle is 20.5 inches as well. And that is in its extended form. However, as we can see, we do have an adjustable style here, which is great. Say we got this off, we want to go pull in the garage. We can go ahead and drop this guy down like so. Get him nice and set. And those levers, as you can see, very easy to use. They just pop to the side. You might start seeing a little bit of issue here with your teeth kind of being undone a little bit. Very, very easy to go ahead and just actually take a little wrench on either side, holding on this contact and tightening this up. We'll pull those teeth more in line. And you might just see a little play in those as you start having a lot more use. But all you have to do is tighten down on here, and it'll bring them right back in line. But let's go ahead and see how much space we've saved. Going from the roof of our bar to the end here. Looks to be about 4.25, I'm sorry, 4.25 to the top here. And if I take a step down from the top of our roof to the top of our post right here, it's going to be about 9.5 inches from the roof. So adding a little bit of length here, or height I should say, on top of our roof, but nothing crazy, especially in our, our Outlander. We're not sitting up that high neither. So don't think we're going to have too many issues itself. Taking a look at the cradle though, you can see we are getting some foam padding all around it, which is great because we don't want any damage to our kayak. We definitely want to make sure we are, preventing as much damage as we can. I don't think we're going to have any issue with friction at all. As you can see, pretty smooth, also very durable as well. I think it's going to hold up in that weather quite nicely. I could see it being a little soggy at times, so I definitely would let it air out. I wouldn't want to put it away anywhere we're not getting too much airflow, especially after we have those wet rides or with the weather. But taking a look at the cradle in the middle here, you see we do have just a little rubber pad. And what's great about this, you are getting a little bit of shock absorption. So nothing crazy, mind you, but what's going to be great about that, as that kayak kind of flexes on here, hopefully we're not getting nearly as much kind of upwards pressure on the straps. So that means our straps are going to stay nice and strapped in. And so if you're gonna look at the bottom itself, the installation of this guy is extremely easy. What's great about this, as you can see, these guys are just gonna pivot right off like so. I got this one in there pretty good today, as you can see. But we'll go ahead and just back these guys off really quickly. Just like so, that'll spin off. And then that flange is gonna go ahead and spin out to the side like so, and then we can quickly remove it off. So a couple disadvantages with this guy. Keep in mind, we don't have a locking feature on here. So, if you're worried about this, leaving our roof rack as we are going on our trip, I would definitely maybe recommend just popping these off. Kind of defeats that purpose of that, the folding style. However, I think that folding style comes in great when we are still wanting to pull in the garage, but not have to worry about taking it off once we have the kayak done. We're going through drive-throughs or whatnot. Definitely want to have that clearance factor. But if we're not too worried about it, as you can see, it's going to do a good job of staying up on there. The only issue I have with it, again, really no locking feature. But again, we can definitely circumvent that with our own ways of doing it. Well, as we mentioned, I think this can be a great way of really starting to get into kayaking. Again, that entry point really doesn't break the bank, and you're still getting a lot out of it. The only features you're really missing from some of those more higher end is maybe like a contact point up top to throw those, at the top to throw those straps through, and really a locking feature is the biggest negative that I see on this guy. However, with that installation being so easy, if that's still something we're really worried about, I could easily see us taking this off and on quite easily at the trailhead or wherever we are. So, things I like about it, it's lightweight, it's aluminum. We know it's gonna be durable in the weather, not gonna have too many issues. And again, can't really beat that strap kit. We really push it on a lot of the other kayak carriers that we sell. It just really does make our ease of life that much nicer for us. Well, I think that about does it for our look at the etrailer J-Style Kayak Carrier on our 2020 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. I'm Bobby, thank you for watching.